if it were me, this is what I would tell fighters: look for Super Bowl night. Once you get to it, Tank should be looking for Super Bowl nights. He has
Garcia.
His fights are Super Bowl nights, but they're one-sided games.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so he needs some legit Super Bowl nights where we looking forward to the commercials in between. We looking forward to, the whole nine.
If Haney had beaten Garcia, it was gonna be Haney.
Ooh.
You got knowledge of that?
No, I think we all expected Devin to win that fight. Ultimately, nobody won it, right? And they gotta at some point see each other again. And now they're gonna fight in the courtroom before they fight in the ring again. But I think Haney, if he was able to win that fight like he was favored to do, I think him and Tank was the new Crawford Spence. Like it was.
Yeah.
But
Shakur and Tank are still the Crawford Spence, right?
I think the Haney fight had bigger potential because Haney had headlined a pay-per-view with Loma. He had fought in sold-out stadiums against Kambosos. He was becoming a bigger draw than Stevenson has at this point. So Stevenson is there with Devin, close in accomplishments and of course in skill. But I think Devin was on his way. I mean, even the Garcia fight sold relatively well. So his last couple fights, whether it was selling out Chase Center in San Francisco for Regis, headlining on pay-per-view at the MGM against Loma, headlining against Garcia, Devin was on his way to being that big-time B-side for Gervonta to make a really big fight. But now that's up in the air. So we'll see.
And
he can still get there. If he could get Garcia in a rematch, they both make weight and everything's on the up and up. And if he can win, I don't know if he can. Garcia might just have his number, or maybe the weight and the PEDs and everything that did tip the scales in guard. We won't know until they fight again.
Sure.
Hey, Sean, is there no way for him to make up for that night besides fighting Garcia? Like, can he beat Shakira? Can he do anything else besides going through Garcia?
He can, especially if they control the narrative. They can move on past the fight with Garcia and still.
But the internet's not moving on, Sean. I see it every day.
I think it'll happen. I think it could happen. I think that they could put on some prime performances against some other really good names, fighters, whether it's Shakur or not, and they could live past what happened because of the narrative. The narrative that we will never know the answer to is you did PEDs, and because you did PEDs, we truly don't know if anything would have been different, if that punch would have been different, if a PED wasn't involved, would the impact of that punch had the same effect? What you can say to Garcia's credit, though, again, combating that narrative is you've seen what I did with everybody else. I done whopped everybody else with that same punch. You was gonna get it too. You could say that, but the main thing, and this is what Devin and his team need to do. They need to control the narrative with that PED substance.